especially with how they kind of came to be. Just what's the overall vibe in the locker room? Just how y'all did, and especially going into the Saints Nashville game, how y'all just kind of trying to regroup and try to get back on the win column.
Everybody's just staying positive. We have a goal in mind that we want to do. So it really falls back on the leaders. You really find out what kind of leaders you have on your team when you go on a streak like this, and the games are super close, and you're coming up just 1, 2 points, 3 points short. So just a lot of the leaders being very positive, and everybody's being positive to the team, and we're ready for the opportunity for JMU. We're focused on that because that's the next one.
And yeah, how important is that leadership? Especially when y'all are trying to fight for ball eligibility. How important is that leadership going to be, especially in this late stretch of the season?
Oh, I think it's going to be the most important thing because if you have your team together, you have a chance. You have a chance to go on a run, go win out, go win these big games. So it's very important for the team and the leaders to all be on the same page, and that starts with the leaders of relaying the message, keeping everybody positive, and not letting people get negative or having their minds in the wrong spot.
Yeah, it's really easy to lose perspective with these last three games. You guys lost by one score in each of those three games. You're very close to being 6-1, but obviously that's not how it is. Is staying positive, keeping that perspective of like we are like this close to winning, or is it just in moving on, like focusing on the day by day process and not thinking about the results?
I think the big thing is just moving on to the next game and being ready for the next game, not thinking about the past. Because if you wander and wander and wander, your mind's going to be good, or you'll play the what if game, and the what if game's never good. I think everybody sees from an outside perspective how close we are and how close those games really were. But as an organization, as a football team, you have to move on to the next week, and you have to flush what you did the previous week.
Yeah, I guess what's the big takeaway you've learned from those three games, and just how does this team just try to refocus and try to turn this thing around?
I think the big thing, I think I've seen it. I've seen it more than a lot of people have. This is year 6 for me in the Sun Belt. Anybody can beat anybody, and anything can happen in the Sun Belt. Any team can beat anybody. A 2-8 team can beat an undefeated team, vice versa. So, just staying positive and staying together. And you have to know that every time you're playing a conference game in the Sun Belt, you are going to war. And I love that about it. It's awesome.
Lincoln, there was an athletic article released yesterday detailing Texas State's plan to join the Pac-12. It said that, in the next 10 years, they want to win 4 conference titles. They want to make the college football playoff and be in contention like every single year. You've been here for 6 years. What's that kind of say about like the direction of the program that they're looking at such an ambitious goal?
Oh, I think it's awesome, and I think it's great goals for the university. Like Coach Kenny said, that's goals and the standard that the university is going to have. But right now, I'm pretty focused on this season and looking forward to playing JMU.
Yeah, looking at this JMU team, their defense, considered to be one of the best in the conference. Just what have you learned about this defense, and what's going to be, I guess, kind of the game plan to kind of attack this defense and being able to kind of put points on the defense?
I think for us, it's just going to be staying base and doing what we do best: tempo, run our run plays, run our pass plays, come at them fast. Very, very much respect to them. They have a great D-line, great linebackers, and great secondary. What you can really see about them is they're very gap sound and they're very well coached. They're always going to be in the right positions, and they're always going to make the plays when they're in those positions. So we just have to attack them various ways.
And y'all seem to struggle a bit running the ball against Marshall. So JMU also a very good run defense, as you just said. So what's the key to like improving that run defense and kind of gashing them?
The big thing is going 11 for 11. First off, with me at running back doing my job, pressing the right gaps, hitting the right holes, and then up front, just everybody being on their keys, everybody doing their job. Receivers making blocks downfield, everybody being where they're supposed to be, and I think we'll be ready to go this week.
Yeah, obviously being part of the Sun Belt, obviously a lot of games being played on Tuesday and Wednesdays, but what does it mean to not only play on a Tuesday night, but just being on national television where like all eyes are going to be on the campus and on St. Marcus, and especially on this program?
I think it's huge. I think it's a very big opportunity for all of us to get to play on ESPN and everybody on the team on both sides to be able to get those eyes on them. And I think it's just a great opportunity. I think it's a really cool way to shine light on G5 football and especially the Sun Belt.
Coach Kinney was talking earlier about doing some different things, maybe not incredibly different, but some different things in practice to try to help you all break this slump. Can you kind of like without divulging incredible details, can you kind of go into what that kind of looks like?
Yeah, I think it's just working more third downs, more situational football, some 2-minute drives and stuff like that. Just working some base situations so when we get to those moments, we feel more comfortable and stuff like that.
Lincoln, you were mentioning about the Sun Belt and how competitive it is, and JMU. I mentioned Coach Kenny put 63 on ODU, Old Dominion last week. Just if it gets into a track meet, the game gets to track meet, do you feel like your offense can keep up with the Dukes?
Yes, I certainly do, and I think that we can compete with anybody in this league, and I think that our coaches are going to do a great job this week, having a great plan on both sides of the ball, and we're going to play complementary football on offense, defense, and special teams to get it done.
You know, I guess like at the end of all of this, just what at the end of the day, what is it going to take to kind of break this slump and try to get this thing kind of back in the right direction?
I would say the big thing is our leaders leading on all three phases and playing complementary football and just playing together. If we play together, we're a very dangerous team, as people can see. Just being able to do that will get us there.
And, you know, as you're one of the offensive leaders, Brad's one of the other offensive captains. What's kind of his message been as a redshirt freshman? What's he been saying, you know, through these streaks?
I think everybody doesn't look at Brad as a redshirt freshman. I think as people look at him as a team captain and our starting quarterback, and I think that he does a really good job at being vocal, keeping everybody positive. Maybe on a Tuesday practice when you're getting ready for the game, people are like, oh, like it's hot out here, everybody's going through it. Just keeping them positive, keeping the guys going, and having a lot of energy at practice. And I think Brad does a really good job with that. And, you know, the thing about Brad that's different than a lot of people is no matter what day, no matter what he's going through, he's going to be the same guy. And you know that Brad and number 8 is going to come out there and be the same guy at practice, in the classroom, and on the field.
Is that reliability just like one of the most important parts about him, that consistency?
Yes, I would think the most important part about him is his consistency and how much that our staff and players trust him out there.
Yeah, and Coach also talked about, you know, complementary football. How important is that complementary football going to be, especially when you got a really good team like these guys?
I think it's always going to be important, and whoever you're playing and whatever team in the country, when you play that, you play your best football. Playing a complete game consists of everybody being on the same page. So I think that's very important, if not the most important thing going to the game, is the entire team playing together.
How's it been in the running back room with you and Greg Burrell? Like, how are y'all like feeding off each other, and what's some stuff that we don't really like? We can, like I guess how is he off the field, just in terms of as a person? We don't have to really talk to him.
For sure, for sure. He's a great guy to be around. You know, me and him are different backs, so we could kind of help each other in certain scenarios. Early on, he's a younger guy, so, you know, I've loved to help him in pass pro and look at certain looks and to know when it's coming or when it's not coming. And, you know, Greg's an inside zone and outside zone specialist. He has a very good mind when it comes to football and who's blocking who. So we'll come back and we'll coach each other up. He loves to correct me on doing some outside zones and hitting in the right spot. And, you know, I'll never take that personal from a teammate. And so me and him are always grinding, making each other better, and making sure we're both on our A game to get ready to run the ball.